Hi team, Jethro here. I just want to preface this video by saying I do think one of the best ways to improve your Lindy Hop is to get out there and dance as much as possible, either in classes or in socials, etc. However, I've been asked by a number of people what are some things that I can do to improve my Lindy Hop when I haven't got someone to dance with or when I haven't got as much space as I would like. So to that end, I've put together this list of a few games and drills and just things that you can do that I think will improve your Lindy Hop. Now, I haven't got enough time here to go into the details of all of these things, about the hows to do it and the whys to do it. So feel free to kind of ask us at class or to just experiment yourself and see what works for you. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here are a few ideas on how to improve your Lindy Hop anywhere, anytime. Number 1, practice your pulse. Our fundamentals of Lindy Hop are super important and you can never practice these enough. So the first thing that I usually do when I'm warming up is practicing my pulse, thinking about soft hips and soft knees and sinking down every single beat. Put a song on, put a metronome on and just practice sinking into the ground. You've got some more complicated pulses you can think about. You have the delay between your lower core and your upper core, causing an accordion effect in your body, which just gives you a bit more movement as you pulse. There's also the idea that your pulse lifts your feet off the ground. So if you lock one leg, the hip and the knee in place, and you push off your second leg, the first leg will come off the ground like this. And then obviously swap and lock the other leg. So this is getting a little bit complicated, but it's a good way to practice the body lifting up each foot. Number 2, triple steps. Another fundamental that I always practice whenever I'm warming up is our triple steps. Now one way to do this, a pattern that I like, is using the sideways triples. So I'll do them 4 times, and then I'll go behind and side for my second triple. Behind and side. And I'll do that one 4 times. And then I will go back to my sideways triples just to reset. So 4 more side, and then I'm going to go in front and side. Front and side, front and side, front and side, and then back to sideways 4 more times. And then I'm going to go side and behind. So triple out and behind, back to sideways triples, and then out and in front, out and in front. And I will loop this pattern with a metronome or a song on, and changing up the order of them sometimes. And it's just a really good way to lock on to that triple step rhythm. Number 3, dancing Lindy Hop moves without a partner. So if you can do a move like a swing out without a partner, it's a really good way to practice your footwork, your rhythms, your balance. And yes, it's super important for follows too, to be able to do these moves by themselves, whether it's a tuck turn, pass by, swing out. This is an awesome test to see whether you actually know the shapes, if you know the moves, or if you're relying on your partner. So I definitely recommend trying to dance the Lindy Hop by yourself. Number 4, solo jazz. Yep, solo jazz is an amazing way to work on your dancing. It's really good for your rhythm, for your balance, for your control. So hopefully you'll know the shim sham or even just some of the jazz steps that we do in our warm-ups. So I definitely recommend getting out there and practicing your solo jazz. So just get out there, practice your routines, or go onto YouTube and find some moves. And yeah, practice your solo jazz. Number 5, the single move challenge. Now I do this game to improve creativity of myself or students. We pick one solo jazz move, like Takiani's, and we put a song on and we do only that move for the entire song. Eventually, people start getting a bit sick of the normal way and they start experimenting. They do it a bit small or adding extra rhythms into it, or sometimes throwing weird arms in. But whatever you end up doing, it's just still a great way to practice creativity and see what works for you. Number 6, film yourself. I know this might be daunting for some people, but I strongly recommend it. Before you do any of the drills and games I've just suggested, put a camera down, hit record, and then do the drill. That way you can go back and watch the footage and double check that you are triple stepping with syncopation, that you're holding your timing, that you're holding your line. All of these things that your body might lie to you that you are doing, You can go back and watch the footage to double check that you are actually doing them. So I strongly recommend getting out there and filming yourself. Number 7, speed training. So you don't need a dance partner to practice moving your feet faster. So find a metronome or find a song that slowly increases in speed and hit play and then try your 8 count basic, slowly getting faster and faster and faster until you can't keep up with the music anymore. And then repeat. Once you've had enough of just doing your basic, then move on to your swing outs. Can you do a full swing out with triple steps, going faster and faster and faster? And then of course when it breaks, figure out what BPM you're at and then try to beat that next time. Number 8, flow. Can you move through space at a constant speed regardless of your footwork? So you can see here I found some space and I'm just going to triple step down. On the way back I'm going to do step, step triples. And I'm trying to think about staying the same speed the entire time. Number 9, spins. If you want to get good at spins, you have to practice. Now there are 4 spins. There's on your left leg, to the left and to the right. And then there's your right leg, to the left and the right. So make sure you practice these drills in each direction. Now the way we're going to practice our spins is to build up incrementally. Start off with a half turn, and can you stop with control and balance on one foot? Once you've nailed that, step it up to 3/4. Once you've nailed that, build it up to a full spin, etc., etc. Making sure that you do finish each time on that one foot with all that control and balance. We can also practice traveling while turning. So with triple steps, you can see every triple step is down the line and then walking it out afterwards. And same with your steps. Turning while doing steps, and then prove that you got your balance by walking in a straight line afterwards. Number 10, dance with a door. So for this one you will need a door on a hinge and a doorknob, and you can dance straight off this. You can also use a belt or a physio band, or what I'm going to be using here is a bicycle tube from when my bike got a puncture. So all I'm going to do is just wrap this around the doorknob so I've got something stretchy to hold on to. Now when you're practicing these drills, the idea is you want to not let it get too slack, you want to not let it get too tight, but hold tension right in the middle and maintain that tension for the entire time. Once you've got that, chuck in your pulse and throw in your footwork. So practice your rock steps, practice your 8 count basic, and then throw in all of your fancy variations. Of course, with this drill, you can definitely be doing this as a follow as well. So same thing, holding that tension and practice that footwork, whether it's your swing out rhythm or practicing your switches. Number 11, making up some new rhythms. So for this one here, we're going to start off with a rhythm that we already know, like our 8 count rhythm, and then we're going to modify it somehow. Keep it simple at first and then make it more and more complicated the better you get at this drill. For this example, all I'm going to be doing is just taking off that last triple step rhythm. So it sounds like. You then want to repeat this rhythm over and over again so you become familiar with it, and then move it into your feet. Can you step out your new rhythm? Once your feet have it, can you dance it out? Can your body hold that rhythm that you just invented? And then rinse and repeat. Number 12, listening to swing music, watching videos, or reading books. Now there's a bunch of music online. If you don't know where to find it, jump on YouTube and just search Lindy Hop music, or jump on Spotify, find an artist that you like, and just listen to swing music as much as possible. There's always YouTube videos. There are hours and hours and hours of footage to watch, as well as amazing books and blogs and things. And all of this is going to help your Lindy Hop just by pure exposure to it. So I definitely recommend going out there and looking up as much research as you possibly can. And there you go. 12 things you can do to improve your Lindy Hop anywhere, anytime. If you do have any questions about anything in this video, please just hit us up. And if you have any requests, let us know. I'd love to hear them. And who knows, we may do a video on them for you. Anyway, thanks very much, team, and we'll catch you around. Bye.